So this workshop is part of the Trust the People learning programme. This workshop is part of our Community Assemblies module. This is focused on training people to organise and facilitate people's assemblies in their communities. People's assemblies are democratic, structured ways of discussing ideas, sharing feelings, thinking about problems and generating solutions collectively. And they really offer a means of moving from small community-led acts of change to kind of mass collective action and campaigning. Just going to give you a quick overview of the structure of this workshop. So there is going to be a check-in, then we're going to outline what happens in a PA, if you're running a PA, the information that you would share with people, and then you're going to be in breakout groups for 45 minutes. It will be a really good chance for you to practice facilitating and understanding a little bit more about how a PA works in action. I'm just going to post a question that is going to be our check-in. What, in your view, would the ideal democratic society look like? I can share a bit about my thoughts on that. I feel like the Houses of Parliament should be a museum. It should be a space that's open access to everyone. I guess our decision-making system should be one that's kind of elected by sortition, where you get put into roles and the power is with researchers and they advise these people who've been kind of selected to represent people. So it's kind of just like much more inclusive as well, and it's based on sortition, so it's also representative of society. And the reason that we ask that question is because people's assemblies are about kind of deliberative, democratic magic in action, and they're a wonderful tool that we can use to upgrade our democracy, in which everyone can be listened to and learn from each other. The way that they're structured ensures that all voices are heard and valued equally, and that no one person or group is able to dominate the process. People's assemblies can kind of like help people understand what citizens' assemblies are, and they're something that we can use everywhere on neighbourhoods, and they're self-selecting, so anyone can participate. And we can use them for decision making, for creating a space for reflective learning and discussion, as a way to generate ideas, for direct action. They can be used to get feedback, but they can also really be used to just build connection and create a sense of community. So they've got a really deep and rich history. They used a form of them in ancient Greece. They were used a lot during the Arab Spring. They're currently used in Rojava in Kurdistan to make decisions. So they've got a really amazing, representatively democratic community. They have been used all over the world.
The People's Assembly mechanic, if you like, is very definitely part of the flat pack process of galvanizing local communities to come together and initially hold the local council to account for what it does and doesn't do. So wherever you are, I reckon there's stuff going on within 2 chips and a putt of where you live, wherever you live, because that's how you get councils to listen, through transparent processes like this, where you get very widespread participation. So we're now going to give you a chance to practice facilitating and note-taking in a People's Assembly. We're going to ask you to discuss the following question. What can we do to reclaim people's power wherever we are?
The sincere inclusion of, connection with and engagement of all.
We need to use modern tools to connect people and to make decisions, and it has to be focused on moving things on by action.
Start local, seek alliances and reach out to others, and then educate, and then run an assembly to build participatory democracy.
Embracing the power of movement as an individual.
Host listening sessions and spaces across the community initially in a range of places so that people can discuss their grievances and their enthusiasms and basically support each other and build trust.
Connect with people with varied values and backgrounds to address a shared concern and follow through.
Better communication and better understanding.
Empower people to find and share their common areas of concern by providing inclusive, welcoming spaces.
Thank you very much. All your spokespeople and note takers and participants. That was great. I hope you enjoyed putting that together as much as we did listening to your outputs. Thank you.
Oh, and I've just forgotten to blow out the candle as well. So it's the end of our assembly.